Hi friends, how are you today? Thanks for joining me and thanks for joining the mat. Today, it's all about your core. So let's go ahead, without further ado, let's get started. Seated on your mat, let's roll our bodies down, utilizing the full mat. Inhale, lift the body forward, and then exhale slowly down your spine. So what we're doing today is looking at the intensity of slowness. So let's go ahead and just start to warm up our backside and at the same time our bellies. So inhale, scoop, lift into a hip bridge, just opening the belly, lifting and squeezing the undercarriage of the body. Exhaling and releasing. Inhaling, pulling the knees into the chest, give a little bit of a stretch here. Nice. Exhale, release the heels down. Inhale, lift into a nice bridge. Squeezing the underside of the body, and exhaling, release. Again, one more time, pulling the knees in towards the chest, dropping those knees on the outsides of the belly. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, extend the legs as you breathe out, hands go underneath your glutes. We're gonna keep our feet pointed in this exercise, and we're gonna drop one foot down into a nice gentle scissor leg. I like to call these scissor legs. But what I'd like you to do is gently lift up your head. So try to lift a little bit off of the upper body, squeezing the lower body off of the mat, pointing our toes, keeping our core nice and engaged as we lift, switch sides. Inhales and exhales through your core as we lift. Now, at any point, you're welcome to support your neck with one of your hands or both of your hands. So personally, I like to support my neck. It feels a little better for me. So you do you here. Switch, inhale, lift, and exhale, point the toes on the other side. Squeeze, keeping the upper body up. And again, if it gets too tough, please feel free to release that lower body and just plant the back all the way on the mat. Switch, inhale, switch. Exhale, release. The foot on the floor, on the base, and not on the floor. It's just up about an inch or two. Looking for good tension in through the bottom section of the belly. And inhale, switch. We're gonna do that a few more times. So again, we're looking to create a little bit of stark contrast on our mats today. Exhale, inhale, release. Good. So just similar to all of the yoga practice that you do, we have to also think about finding intensity in through our belly today. Exhale and out, inhale, release. Try to keep that upper body up. I know I was starting to lose a little bit of focus. I might take my other hand and lift it behind my neck just to really create some space here. Inhale and now exhale, release. So very slow, controlled, and comforting scissor legs here. Using the breath, keeping the shoulders slightly lifted and off of the ground just slightly. And again, let's go for this. Hard, strong, and smart work. Good job. One more time here on each side. Go ahead and switch. Using that breath, focusing on your lower core here. Last time, please. Nice job. All right. From here, I'd like you to go ahead and pull your knees into your chest, cross your ankles, lift your glutes up, give a second or two just to fill your lungs, breathe through, and release your belly. We're going to move on into our core work. All right, so from here, what I'd like you to do is drop your heels down to the mat, hands go behind the head, and we're going to start the progression. A basic, simple crunch, lift the chest up, and then release that chest back down. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, release. So my goal today for you is to find some space on the mat that's slower than normal with your abs. Inhale, lift. A lot of classes we kind of pick up that pace a bit, and this one, it's all about that intensity for a short duration to make a huge impact. Inhale as we lift, chin comes to chest, eyes through the thighs. Exhale, release. Again, just a couple more. Now, we're going to progress this work, okay? And you don't have to. If you feel comfortable the entire time, keep your back against the mat and keep your feet down. If you'd like just a little bit more, what I'd like you to do on this next lift, go ahead and release it down. On this next inhale, pull your knees into your chest. A little bit of a C crunch, hold. Exhale, touch those toes. Good. Inhale, C crunch and hold. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, C crunch. Lift the hips up as best as you can. Release it down. You should be starting to feel that bit of intensity. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, release. And what that's doing is really causing that tension to build from the top of the core in the midsection all the way down to the bottom. Let's do that a few more times here. Inhale, crunch. Now remember, this is going to be a little bit more intense. If at any time it gets to be hard, please, please, please go ahead and just put those feet down. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, release. Inhale, pull. So again, my purpose is for you, for all of those of you that are asking for a little bit more in my live classes or my online classes. This is for those of you that want just that a little extra. Inhale, pull, that I get to enjoy some time and space with. Today I get to enjoy time and space with you here. So thank you. Thank you for gifting this to your body. I'm really proud of that. Exhale, release. Let's do two more for good measure. You can do it. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Last one here. Inhale, lift. And take your body long. Extend your fingertips. Point your toes. Stretch out that belly. Open up the chest. Just give a bit of a release here. And we're going to go ahead and slowly roll up the body and roll into a bit of a hover. So from here, fingertips press, toes press, slowly roll up, reach the hands towards the toes. Inhale, scoop, 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 and take your hands to the front of the mat. I'm going to roll my body around and come into a plank position. So elbows are going to be pressed into that mat. Try to really sink in and keep your belly really nice and strong. So we engaged the work already, and now we just build intensity. And we're building that level of intensity truly through just this isometric hold. So option here, number one, is going to be to keep your feet together and not move, okay? So please just stay right here. Option two, go ahead and tap one foot and connect it back to the center of your mat. Again, opposite side, taps to the back of your mat and comes back together. Good. And we tap and connect. Good. Keep your breath, drop your elbows in, and breathe. Now, for some of you that feel that this isn't tough enough yet, you're welcome to shift your elbows an inch or two forward. All right? Otherwise, you can keep your hands exactly where they are, the elbows and forearms down, and just keep tapping the body and connecting back to center. Again, tap and connect. Now let's use our breath as we do this. Eye gazes forward and down. Inhale as we step outside of our mat. Exhale as we connect back in. Other side. Inhale as we step out. And exhale as we connect in. Let's do two more on each side. Definitely starting to feel it now. The intensity is building. The body is burning. It's such a joy to be with you. Let's do one more here, team. Come on. Excellent. Go ahead and drop your knees and roll it back into child pose. Give yourself a bit of a moment to stretch. So good. We're not quite done with those hovers. They're so good for you, and so we need to continue on. Go ahead and lean the body forward. We're going to go ahead and do just a bit of a cat-cow. Give yourself a scoop and a stretch here, and extend it forward. Again, scoop and stretch, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Again, use this work time to still focus on the curl of the belly. So when you curl it in, we're squeezing our core right here. And then extend, release, give a second to breathe. So I call this stretch and strength. Let's create some strength. Inhale, scoop. Oh, good, and neutralize that spine. Let's go back in to plank position. So second set, let's move on. Elbows pressing in to the ground. And now from here, instead of our feet moving, we're gonna go ahead and move our hands. So I'd like you to do tapping out to your push-up position on one side and then connect back into your plank. Switch sides, tap and connect. Go ahead and tap and connect. We're gonna do the exact same thing here. I'm gonna spread my toes just a little bit. And the reason I'm spreading my toes is so that I can get a little bit more balance. Try to keep my hips as square and strong as possible while I keep my bum down. So I haven't said this yet, but you can drop onto one knee. You could drop onto both knees at any time because it's starting to get intense. It's starting to feel a little bit of fire. That's good. Inhale here and exhale, bring it together. Inhale as we touch. Exhale as we connect to the center of the mat. Again, let's do 2 more on each side. There's 1. Nice work. You can do this. It's a short little section, slow and yet intense. Good work. Last one. Put it here. Let's go into Sphinx Pose. Drop the body all the way down. Take the hands underneath you and just gently lift up. Gently lift up. So again, you could be in baby cobra. You can be a little bit lower if that feels uncomfortable to you. Otherwise, go ahead and press on through. Go ahead and put those elbows underneath your body. Excellent job. Let's continue on. All right, the middle of the belly is on fire. Let's take care of the sides. So I'm gonna roll on to my hip, stack my shoulder and my elbow down into the floor. My feet are also going to be stacked. Now you can lift your body up here, or you can take your body all the way down and just release it on that shoulder. I prefer to come here, and that's perfectly fine. From here, I'm gonna bend my knees, okay, so almost a 90-degree knee bend, and my hand on the same side is gonna go behind my neck. We're gonna just crunch and release. Inhale, crunch. So just because something is fast doesn't mean that it's better. And inhale, scoop and crunch. So today, our focus is this smooth and slowness. I want everyone to be able to be successful with this work. I want everyone to be comfortable with this as much as possible, right? It's about the teaching of it, it's about the style. You've got to decide what's best for you. And for me, over 40, after 3 babies, this feels better for me. That level of intensity created is really, really good. It doesn't always have to be high intensity. It can be a slow level of intensity to still get your results and maximize your time. Now, for those of you that want more, we're gonna lift that top leg as we lift the elbow to the knee, and then we drop that down. Okay, so that's only optional if you'd like to. You do not have to do this. So what's gonna happen is the top of that core, right on the side, it's my left side, is just burning up when I pull. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. Remember to breathe here. Inhale, pull. Be intentional about the grab at the top, and then release. 2 more. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. And inhale, scoop. Oh, squeeze, squeeze, and release. Nice job. Switching sides. Go ahead and pivot and drop onto the other hip. Release that hand, long bend at the knees. And go ahead and take the opposite hand behind your neck. Here we go. Inhale, scoop and pull. Exhale, release. Nice job. Inhale, scoop. Squeeze and release. Again, our hope and our goal here is to really give a good pull, a really good tightness on the top. And again, remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. So even if it's 15-ish minutes, my goodness, that is so good for you. It's good for your belly, it's good for your obliques, your bottom of the core, and it's good for your head and your heart too. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a full body, full heart scan today. 2 more, and we're gonna lift that leg, last one, right here. Go ahead and inhale, squeeze, and exhale, release. Inhale, fill your lungs, fill your core, and exhale, release it down. We're almost almost done with the hard work, everyone. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, pull. Release it down. 4 more. Again, try to fight that urge to squeeze your face, right? And tighten everything in your body. Release your face, relax your cheeks. All right, we're looking for 2 more here, please. And driving it down, last time here, you've got it. Inhale, pull. And release it down. Go ahead and go onto your backs, please. So just rotate onto your backs. I'm gonna have your hands, please, underneath your lower bum a little bit. All right, and so then from here, we're gonna go ahead and lift up our toes. Okay, so our knees are gonna be about 4 to 5 inches outside of each other, and we're gonna just stay here. So we're just in a neutral position in our back. Our knees are bent, our toes are touching the ceiling, and our hands are gonna be sliding underneath our glutes as we lift up our hips. So I can actually slide my hands underneath my glutes. I'm gonna squeeze and switch on my lower belly, which for me is the tough spot. And for those of you, if you had a C-section or any type of abdominal work, you definitely know what I'm talking about, where they create a shelf for you. And then for me, everything hangs over the shelf and there's just nothing you can do about it. So, except you can do your best by tightening and strengthening as best as you can and not looking for perfection. That is not what this is about. It's not about perfection. It's just about one day getting slowly and steadily better than the next. Nice job. We're gonna hold this for 4. If you wanna bring your head up on the next 3, you can. In 2, reach your hands forward, lift your chest. You can bend your knees a little more if you'd like. Reach your hands out towards your knees, or you can take your hands behind your neck to support that. From the top of the base of the neck to the spine, the top of that spine. Again, or reach your hands forward. And again, wherever your knees feel good. My knees feel up better, higher, and my hips and my toes a little bit higher, but that's totally up to you. I also like to support the back of my neck with one hand sometimes, so go ahead and do that. And we're gonna hold this for 4, for 3, for 2, you did it, and 1, release it out. Excellent job, I'm so proud of you today. Stretch out your belly, point your toes, point your fingertips. Really get a beautiful stretch here. Excellent, and just release your arms. I want you just to stay here on your mat for just a few seconds. Allow your shoulders to press in, your palms to face the ceiling. Let's take 4 beautiful breaths from the bottom of the belly up. Here we go. Inhale the pull. Exhale, release. Now don't forget, oxygen is energy. Fills your body with the joy that it needs, the nourishment that it wants. Nice job. One more time, dear friends. One thing you're thankful for, fill it all the way up to the top and release it down. Nice job. You're welcome to stay on your mats today, or you're welcome to slowly roll it up, whichever is more comfortable for you. Thank you for being here today. Feel free to subscribe if you would like to.